It's a Food Friday on Good Day Columbia. I'm Joe Pollack. We're in Lexington this morning. It's Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop. Oh, we're gonna make some subs and pizza and yes, ice cream too. So come on in and join us. It's a Food Friday. It's a Food Friday brought to you by U.S. Food Chef Store on St. Andrews Road. I'm Joe, and we're in Lexington this morning at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop. Now, pizza and ice cream, they're great together. And this morning, we're going to show you a little bit about that. Tracy is one of the owners this morning. Tracy, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, Tracy is a world champion pizza maker. Now, Tracy, tell us a little bit about how you're going to make this and what you do, why you do what you do.
Okay, well, I'm going to make a Clara's pizza this morning, and we have an extra large pizza here. So it's an 18-inch pizza, and I'm just going to stretch it because all of our dough is made fresh here every day. And we hand toss and stretch our pizzas.
Uh-oh, it looks like this is going up in the air. You're going to throw this, aren't you?
I'm going to throw it, so watch out.
Okay, so how do you learn how to throw a pizza?
Well, it's an art. And the more you practice, the better you get.
All right. I might have to practice this morning because that always looks so fun to me. Is that the best part of your job, is tossing the pizza?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that looks bigger than most pizza dough circles that I've seen. You're making it pretty big. Why is that?
Well, we make 18-inch because we are all from New York, and that's the New York style.
The New York style pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop in Lexington. And now, Tracy, what kind of pizza did you say you're making?
We're making a Clara's.
Okay.
And that is a regular pizza with meatball, fresh meatball, and ricotta cheese and fresh basil.
Okay. And do you guys make this sauce at here?
We do. We make this here also. We make our meatball, our chicken cutlet, our fried eggplant. We try to make everything with the best ingredients that we can get.
All right.
Okay, so put some sauce on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw some cheese on and put it in the oven and let it start cooking. And then we like to pull out the pizza halfway through.
Really? So it's something a little different. You kind of half cook the pizza before you put the toppings on.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This way our toppings stay fresh.
I kind of like that idea.
And you can get that nice flavor.
So you put that in. Now, thanks to TV, we have one that's already halfway done, right?
Yes, isn't that amazing?
So this is a pizza that you've cooked halfway, so that now you can put the toppings on.
Right.
That looks good just like that. Do we have to cook it more?
We do. We're going to cook it a little bit more. We're going to add some nice ricotta cheese on here. Just going to do some dollops.
That looks great. And so how long total do you normally cook your pizzas?
About 10 to 12 minutes.
Okay. So how long do you go with just the cheese without putting the toppings on in the oven?
As soon as we can pull the pizza back out, as soon as the dough cooks a little bit.
Never want to cook a pizza too much.
That's
it's a Food Friday brought to you by U.S. Food Chef Store on St. Andrews Road. And this morning, like I said, we're in Lexington cooking up some pizza. And yes, there is ice cream here too. I love ice cream. So I'm looking forward to that part. But you know, pizza, my family are big pizza eaters. We eat pizza every week. It's our one thing that we eat every single week. Now, thanks to the magic of TV, you got it all finished. There you go.
And we're just going to add some fresh basil on here.
Basil on top. So really, you're cooking it in 3 stages. You've got the cheese going in for a little bit, and then you've got the toppings, and it goes back in before you finish. So this is a very unique way of doing it.
Yes.
And that's what you guys do here at Ray's.
Yes, we do.
Very fresh basil. Well, Tracy, thank you so much for showing us this one. It's a Food Friday on Good Day Columbia. We've got even more coming up. Subs, more pizza, ice cream. Don't go anywhere. It's a Food Friday. It's a Food Friday brought to you by US Food Chef Store on St. Andrews Road. And this morning we're at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop in Lexington. And we've got an everything pizza being built here. Now, what is everything?
Everything is all of our toppings that we have, from pepperoni to sliced sausage, mushroom, black olives, red, yellow, and green, and orange peppers.
Wow.
Everything.
Literally everything. Now, this is John, by the way. John, you are one of the co-owners.
That's correct.
You and your buddy and your wives. So I know the wives really own it, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Yeah, that's right. So now, while this everything pizza is being finished up, what are you going to make for us here?
Okay, I'm going to make a PIADINA, which is like an Italian wrap. It's something that's served in Italy, all over the country. And this happens to be an arugula and chicken cutlet wrap.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do we got?
We begin with arugula salad.
And now what is that?
What is that? It is a type of lettuce.
Okay.
It's actually a very nice tasting lettuce, arugula. And we put that down as the base. And then we add tomatoes. These are diced tomato pieces.
Okay. Now that's a lot already in a wrap. This is going to be overflowing, isn't it?
It could be. It's a little messy.
Now this chicken looks really good.
Yes, this is our homemade chicken cutlets that we make here at Ray's. And we slice this up and put it on the PIADINA. And then we add some olive oil.
Nice.
And some balsamic vinegar.
That is a lot of food right there for one wrap.
It is, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And then we fold it over like so.
Okay.
And that's our arugula and chicken cutlet PIADINA.
And voila, just like that. Now here's how big the everything pizza is. In the time that we took to make this, she's still not done putting the toppings on. Actually, I think you just finished, didn't you? So that's going to go into the oven. And thanks to the magic of television, we have an everything pizza that is all ready to come out. Look at that. Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop in Lexington. Thanks so much to them for hosting us this morning. And we've got so much food, it's just spilling out everywhere. We're loving it. So come on back and see us. It's a Food Friday on Good Day Columbia. It's a Food Friday on Good Day Columbia, brought to you by US Food Chef Store on St. Andrews Road, and this morning at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop in Lexington. And we are with Kristen, one of the many co-owners here. But we know the wives are really behind the place, right, Kristen? I know you don't want to admit it, but us, as a guy, as a husband, I know who really owns the place. So this morning, we're not making your traditional nachos, right?
We're making our creation nachos, K-N-O-T.
Like garlic knots, okay.
And these are our plain knots. They don't have anything on them yet, and we're gonna put a half a dozen of them on this pan because this is gonna go in the oven. And we top this with our homemade meatball.
Wow.
And then a little bit of tomato.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Of course, jalapenos. Lots of heat.
So people come in and this is like an appetizer?
This is an appetizer, very popular appetizer. We put some mozzarella cheese on top of that.
All right.
Okay, and on the same pan, I'm going to do our traditional garlic knots. So we'll throw them both in the oven at the same time.
Okay.
These are our knots. We just dip them in our custom garlic blend that has fresh chopped garlic, salt and pepper, olive oil, some seasonings, some secret ingredients there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard somebody say that this is your own recipe. Nobody can find out what was on this, right?
That's right.
Special garlic knots.
And we do 6 of these as well. And we sell these in the regular knots in half dozen and a dozen, or you can just get one if you want, whatever
Okay.
you'd like. They're very, very popular as well. You can get them plain, you can get them with cheese.
That looks so
I'm
good.
going to put these in the oven.
Garlic knots. I just love them. nachos and garlic knots, but not the nachos you're normally thinking of. Look at this.
Right. And these are our...
The finished product. Look how good that looks this morning. You've got your nachos and your garlic knots. We've had pizza, we've had wraps. Somewhere we're gonna get ice cream because it's also an ice cream shop, and I love my ice cream, even though my wife doesn't want me to. It's a Food Friday brought to you by US Food Chef Store in Lexington, or actually in St. Andrews Road in Irmo, but we are in Lexington this morning at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop. Come on back for more on a Food Friday. It's a Food Friday on Good Day Columbia. We are at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop in Lexington. It's brought to you by US Foods Chef Store. We're with one of the owners this morning, Tracy. Now, Tracy, you guys really like US Foods, don't you?
We do. We go there quite a bit. And
Okay.
we get all of our produce there, among a lot of other things.
Now, this morning we've been cooking a lot of stuff, pizzas and wraps, but we're not going to cook this one.
No, this is, I'm going to do a fresh caprese salad. So if you're in the mood for just some freshness in your mouth, this is great to have.
Okay.
This is one of my favorites. And we just put in between here fresh mozzarella and tomatoes. Let me scoot this down. We put some fresh basil on here, again from US Food. And we'll just throw some onion on here. Doesn't take long. And we'll do some olive oil, some balsamic vinegar that's squeezing out all over the place. And that's it. There you go.
See how simple that was? So we've got our salad if you need to eat a little healthier. We've also had our pizzas this morning. So many great pizzas we've cooked. Now next we're moving over to my favorite. My favorite, in about 25 minutes, you will not want to go anywhere because we've got Italian ice and ice cream. My wife cannot watch this segment, okay? So come back, 25 minutes. It's a Food Friday. We're gonna wrap it up with ice cream next. It's a Food Friday. We're brought to you by US Food Chef Store on St. Andrews. We're at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop. We've had all sorts of good foods this morning, including salad, pizza, wraps, all sorts of stuff. But now, Brian is here for my favorite part, right, Brian?
That's right.
The desserts.
Dessert.
Okay, so we have a cannoli, and you said there's a key to a good cannoli.
Well, the important thing about a cannoli is that you don't put the filling into the shell until just before you serve it. That way, the shell is very crisp, has a nice crunch when you bite into it. Otherwise, they get soggy.
Okay, so we've got cannolis that they have here at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop. Now, what else do you guys do?
Well, we do all kinds of ice cream cones, milkshakes, all things like that. We make a couple special sundaes that are fun for the kids, and I
Okay.
can make a couple for you now if you like.
That'd be great.
Okay.
So what do you call these?
This first one I'm going to make is called a Mousey Mick.
A Mousey Mick.
Mousey Mick, and I think you'll probably see why in a sec.
Okay.
We just scoop out a little bit of ice cream.
And what kind of ice cream are you putting in there?
This is Breyer's ice cream. Very high quality ice cream. And we do a little decoration to it.
My youngest daughter absolutely loves the whipped cream.
Okay,
There you go.
okay. And we're gonna do the eyes.
So this is kind of a special that you guys do for the kids when they come in.
Yeah, it's for the kids. It's for the
Can
kids.
an adult order this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it'll make them feel like a kid.
All right. And you said this is the Mousey Mick.
This is the Mousey Mick.
Okay. Perfect.
And you'll see why in just a sec.
M&M's, a cherry, vanilla ice cream, Cool Whip, and my favorite, the Oreo cookie. Look at that.
And the tail.
Oh, don't forget the tail. Perfect. A Mousey Mick. What else do you guys do for ice cream here?
We do another one that is called a clown face.
Okay. More vanilla ice cream.
More vanilla. We could do any flavor you like.
Okay.
Everybody has their favorite, and that's fine.
Birthday cake, cotton candy, cookies and cream, peanut butter cup, moose tracks. I'm from Maine. Moose tracks make sense to me.
Okay.
But we're sticking with vanilla this morning.
So we're just going to take a nice cone, set that aside for the moment. Again, we're going to do a little base of whipped cream. The cone becomes the clown's hat. We do 2 eyes, same as before. Every clown has to have a red nose.
That's right.
Okay.
We're at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop in Lexington this morning for a Food Friday brought to you by U.S. Food Chef Store. We're making a, would you say a clowny face?
Clown face.
Clown face. Oh, sprinkles.
Whoops.
That's good. Look at that.
And the kids love these.
And adults do too.
And adults do too. Yep, there you go.
Not only do we have ice cream desserts and a cannoli, but we've also got Italian ice. Now, we've run out of time, but don't worry. We're going to get our Italian ice this morning because I'm not going anywhere without it, and I know Photag Ryan isn't either. So come on back. We're going to wrap up this morning's Food Friday. We're going to show you everything that they have, and I tell you, it smells good. It's a Food Friday at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop. Come on back with us. It's a Food Friday brought to you by U.S. Food Chef Store on St. Andrews Road this morning at Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop. We've got the whole family here, including Brian, one of the co-owners. Brian, tell us who we have.
Well, myself, my wife, Kristen. We have John and Tracy, husband and wife. And we have Taylor, one of our wonderful employees that has been with us for many years. She started when she was in high school, and now she's graduated college, and
You just can't get rid of her.
she's part of the family now.
All right, well, that's great to know. So husband and wife duo as the owners here of Ray's Pizzeria. And so this morning we've cooked all sorts of stuff, Brian. Tell us what we've cooked.
Okay, well, aside from the pizzas that you saw earlier, we have an Italian hot dog, which is something that's very traditional up in the New York, New Jersey area. It's a hot dog with grilled onions and peppers. We have the Piadina, which you saw made earlier by John, and we've got a sausage and peppers hero, another very traditional New York Italian item. We have the nachos, and next to that we have our Italian hamburger. It's marinara sauce and melted mozzarella cheese and our garlic spread for the top.
Don't forget the desserts. That's important.
The desserts are key. And the one of the favorite ones here is this ice cream pie that is made here by us, by Tracy. She makes them by hand from her mom's recipe.
Wow.
And it's a real big seller. We have the MOUSEY MICK I made before, which is a little melty, but that's okay. Still delicious. And of course the cannoli.
Now, you guys have been here since 2008?
Yes, that's right, since July of 2008.
And so what brought you guys together to make Ray's Pizzeria?
Well, John and I have been friends since we went to high school, so we've known each other for 2 or 3 years now.
And so you guys have so many things here, but you also are very involved in other things. You're going to be at the Italian Festival coming up?
We're going to be at the Italian Festival next Saturday with our mobile wood-fired pizza oven. We do catering, and we cooked at the Masters a couple of years,
wow.
And we like to be involved with the community.
Well, we're glad you guys are here. Thank you for having us this morning.
It was a pleasure.
On a Food Friday. I don't know, Photog Ryan, you think we can eat all this? It definitely feels like we can this morning. So is there anything else you want to share with us about Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop before we dive into this food this morning?
We cook with a lot of love. We try to put our heart into everything that we do, best ingredients and the best methods that we know.
Locally owned and operated. That's why we're here this morning. We are thankful. Ray's Pizzeria and Ice Cream Shop. It's a Food Friday brought to you by U.S. Food Chef Store, and it's on Good Day, Columbia.